6 drama stories. Each one is 100 words. I wrote them and I read them for your enjoyment. I accept your surrender, the young soldier said into the barracks mirror. With a moist towel wrapped around his waist and his hairless chest glistening in the cheap light, he repeated in elementary Arabic, I accept your surrender. Their only son dreamed of being a war hero like his grandfather, but his parents would receive the letter, visit, and flag instead. As a hopeful display, the framed flag sat proudly out. They lived in delusional hope because he died in a desert village, supposedly, but a body was never found. Another fallen child lost out of sight of his family. Enjoy the batting cages because it's safe practice. The space is fenced, I paid for it. Pitches fly at me at paced intervals, one hard ball at a time with no umpire, crowd, or parents. I've learned a lot by swinging. Success is about consistency. Feet placement, squared hips, and angled shoulders equal consistency. Keeping the ball as my target proves to be the hardest part. The batting cage is life, relationships, and my windowless office. If I perfect my footing, posture, and elbows, I will earn a corner with a closed door and bright windows into the future. If you like this kind of content, please thumbs up this video and please subscribe to the channel, and then that way you won't miss any of the new stories that come out. And I would love to read your comments and engage with you as part of the community. So please leave a comment as well. Keep reading. I've got to go, but I don't know when I'll be back, said her husband, putting on his thin, inky jacket with fingerless gloves bulging in the right pocket. Chewing a sandwich with a cigarette hanging from the corner of her lip, she slurred, No problem, I can go. Well, this isn't about shopping. It's unnecessary for you to drop everything and tag along with me. He zipped his jacket and jingled the Mazda keys. You're going to coffee. I like lattes. It's not that type of outing. I'll be back shortly. He quickly exited, leaving her in the archway. Unloading the back of the Jeep, I lifted Chuck's purple floral backpack and held it midair. Comparing it to my army camouflage duffel, I didn't know what to say. Instead of dropping it with the rest of the luggage, I carried it in my right fist into the hunting cabin we've rented annually for 12 years. I entered the fireplace room with mounts and several plastic fish, ready to tease him in brotherhood, but I stopped short. Chuck held his head in his hands and cried between his bent knees. His sobbing scared the wildlife and dimmed the sunshine. Carpet. The old lady leaned forward, alone over the plastic grass carpet, covering the fresh dirt of a newly filled grave. She looked at the carpet because the gravestone had not arrived yet. Lip syncing the Lord's Prayer, she couldn't close her eyes. The state of his soul had kept her awake since his sudden fall, rush in the flashing lights, and closed doors with medical personnel on the other side. May his grace be sufficient. His tender and caring heart for God was crushed, his pain transformed into denial. Could hate block arteries and atheism damage muscles? Only God knows.